White man in boxing led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV. Woo!
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, we still going Grizzly. You know, we still kind of got cowlick right here. My shit won't wave up. But we still, growing it out until we go to Vegas next week. So I'm thinking like maybe a haircut Wednesday at the earliest though. But let's talk about Canelo, man. I do appreciate everybody. A lot of people gonna get mad at this video, but I did get it confirmed. I looked on Twitter. The website really don't have nothing right now for your. Hold on, I'm trying to find my mouse. You got them dual screens. Hard to find your mouse. For just make people comfortable. I'll look up on the bottom website right now. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. I do appreciate everybody for sharing the videos. Best way to donate is to share the video. But you can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all the links in the description. Right now, the website is not up. Yep, it's not. So, all right. The website not up. I went on Twitter and he wasn't on there. Neither was Billy Joe. In the last fight that Canelo had versus Callum Smith, they entered. Or I think it was Callum Smith, excuse me. So the Callum Smith fight, they did do testing, but Canelo didn't test. I'm gonna talk about why Canelo ain't my pound for pound number one, and it ain't got nothing to do with the testing, per se. It doesn't. Let's get to it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video, and once again, I try to keep it 100, and about things. Come on, give me a break. You fight no one, and for Canelo, start with the testing. All right, with the testing, I'm not surprised. Billy Joe had a history. He had a history. Billy Joe took a jab at him during the build up. Canelo said he the last one to talk, but you did pop hot twice. You did pop hot. It's one of the biggest fights. Then had he not popped hot and fought Demetrius Andrade, you probably more likely would have been fighting Andrade, or you would have been fighting an opponent that PBC deems not good. The zone deems not good for you. But I'm trying to pull up my rankings. Hold on. But it's one of them dudes. Yeah, here we go. As soon as I kind of give up, you would have been fighting a guy like Zach Parker. You fought Danny Jacobs, David Lemieux, probably what they really wanted. So my whole thing is, he tested positive, and now you have a big fight between Billy Joe. They don't test. And at the end of the day, they both, probably did the same thing. And obviously the outcome was going to be off the shit, on the shit. It was going to be Canelo Alvarez. Now, they both was off the shit. Maybe, Canelo knock him out earlier. But at the same time, people want to ignore this. Simply because it's Canelo. They speculate on Earl Spence. They speculate on Floyd's career. Oh, Floyd did this, Floyd did that. Earl Spence, look at his nipples. Like I said, I had a stepbrother that was scared to take his... we hoop outside, he was scared to take his clothes off, or his shirt off, because his nipples. Females come in the house, he throw his shirt on. He had those nipples. He wasn't on no shit. Rest in peace to him. He wasn't on no shit. So, like I said before, people sit here and they get mad. And they speculate on Floyd and Errol Spence and whoever they want to speculate, Deontay Wilder. Throughout history, there have been some fighters that pop hot. Lamont Peterson, he had a reason for popping hot, but he didn't, he didn't check the reason for popping hot. You know what I'm saying? It's been some fighters throughout history. I think old head was telling me that Hank Aaron was on that shit in baseball. Called some shit called red juice. I don't know how true it was, but it's years ago I was listening. I remember that conversation. I can recollect that, but at the same time with it, we supposed to ignore it. When the Canelo fans, or remember the white media, Coppinger, Dan Rayfield, they will be forever against black fighters. But then again, you get a good black fight, they try to be the first ones there. Stevie Kim, the white media always gonna be against black fighters. If Terrence Crawford went on a British string of fighters, like Callum, Rocky Fielding, Callum Smith, Danny Jacobs ain't shit. They want to say, well, Danny Jacobs was a good fighter. Danny Jacobs was a good fighter. But Danny Jacobs, man, come on. He got dropped by Sergio Moore, and he made it out that fight. He simply made it out that fight because Sergio Moore broke his fucking leg or tore shit up. He got dropped by Sergio Moore. Danny Jacobs ain't, Danny Jacobs, he had a great fight versus Peter Quillin, but then again, that was a product of Al Heyman. If you've never seen this on Netflix, go look it up, Counterpunch. It's a boxing documentary featuring Colbert, another dude named Cam F. Austin, and Peter Quillin. And Al Heyman told Peter Quillin to drop that belt so he don't have to work with Rock Nation and Al Heyman and Jay-Z and them over previous history, over deep history. But at the end of the day, Al Heyman gave him some advice, paid him to drop the belt. When Matt Quarterback got knocked out by Andy Lee because they didn't think he could beat Quarterback, it came back. Fought Andy Lee a long time ago, had a driving double. Peter Quillin knocked Andy Lee multiple times down. And then they came back, fought Danny Jacobs. He got knocked out. That was pretty much the end of his prime. His prime ended after that Andy Lee fight. And ultimately, he was a product of Gibson. Al Heyman took care of him because he should have lost to Rosado, and they stopped the fight because of a cut. You feel me? So, like I said before, man, with Daniel Jacobs, I'm not impressed. And no offense, and he beat cancer. He's a Hall of Famer just based on that. Him and Anthony Durrell, and coming back and becoming world champions. You feel me? But like I said before, with Canelo, he not testing. He not being honest. I don't care if Billy Joe's testing or not testing. But you got popped, and you supposed to be the face of boxing. And now, what his fans are saying, what fans been saying for a long time, says everybody on it. No, just because you get popped hot, don't mean everybody on it. That's one of they deflect things. Well, everybody took that shit, Everybody do something. Dude, I knew people in high school that I played with, they didn't take nothing. And some of them in the NFL right now. They didn't take nothing. So saying everybody takes something, that's not true. Just because Canelo get popped, your favorite athlete get popped, everybody don't take nothing. Now, is some of the things on the vital list hardcore? Yeah. Creatine, okay. Regular people go buy creatine. You talking about diuretics to cut weight? Come on, man. Taking natural diuretics, taking tea. Come on. It's not really hardcore. And they people gonna always mix performance enhancer drugs with steroids, and they totally two different things. Ray Jones got popped for Rip Fuel. I just take Twin Labs amino acids. It wasn't illegal. Remember, they came in that silver thing for people who took it. Take a couple teaspoons and they rip you up or whatever you wanted to do. So you gotta understand, a computer always nigga. You know how much meat you gotta eat for computer to be in your system or anything to be in your system? That's bullshit. He been cheating. All right, he been doing that shit. If he cheat you on the cars, why wouldn't he cheat you with putting shit up his ass, straight up and down? So don't come here talking about it would. No, I ain't trying to hear it. Trying to hear that Mexican bullshit. You know how much you take a steak and whatever. You could take 10 steaks and eat them over 10 days. You still won't test positive for clenbuterol. You have to eat a ton of that for that to even show. People just gonna run with this excuse. That's just as stupid as Billy Joe's Oxyfrene thing. His nasal spray. Stop it. But when you talking about why he ain't he ain't number one pound for pound, simply because he doesn't separate himself from pound for pound. There's a certain threshold for Canelo, right? Let's just say it's right here, from here, all up here, from here to here, and he right here. Canelo beat guys right here and down. He beat them spectacular. He beat guys skill level. That's how you know who Canelo fighting. Pull up his box rec. That's how you know what type of opposition Canelo fighting. Canelo never knocks out a B plus fighter. He never knocks out B or B plus. And I'm gonna pull his box recs up and I'm gonna tell you, he never knocks out B or B plus. We go all the way down to his career. He didn't knock out my boy Lenano Tyner. He didn't knock him out. Unanimous decision. Right? You keep going. Wait, start from the bottom, trying to look for somebody. He fought Miguel Vasquez. Was that? Yeah, he fought Miguel Vasquez, who fought Josh Taylor and Mickey Bay. People think he got robbed by Mickey Bay. He fought Miguel Vasquez in his pro debut and got a split decision. And that was Miguel Vasquez's debut. And got a split decision. Come on, he been robbing motherfuckers since 140. You keep going. You knocking out Jose Cotto, who almost knocked his chin into the third row. He did come back for Carlos Baltimore. He was old. Love more than undo. He didn't even knock him out. Come on, man. Matthew Hadd didn't stop him. Remember, People want to say, "Well, you hating on Canelo? He won his first belt at a catchweight, and he weighed in 151 and a half. I guess the catchweight was 152. Matthew Hatton weighed in at 149 and a half. Come on, people tell me, he come get out of here. He knocked out Ryan Rose, Alfonso Gomez, Carmen Citron, all past their prime. Shane Moles, he went on a streak of old men. And Alfonso Gomez, he was on the contender. He had never been shit. No offense to him as a pro. Never been that type of guy. Then he knocked out a 140-pounder, Josito Lopez. That's after he knocked out Victor Ortiz. He was supposed to fight Victor Ortiz. Excuse me. Then he fought Austin Trout. His first, I would say Trout was a good B fighter, B plus fighter. Some B fighter. I say good B fighter. A lot of people thought that was bullshit. Look at the scorecard. You had 115, 112. You had 118, 109. It was nothing like that. 116, 111. That shit was close. All right, then he lost every round versus Floyd. He got a majority decision. People said, people want to say, why y'all, speculate why, Canelo treat. A motherfucker beat you every round. He beat you every round. He get a majority decision. Get out of here. Get out of here. Dave Moretti had it 112 to 116. Get out of here. That fight was a blowout. He did win a round. They was thinking about stopping that fight. Go watch the fight. Then he come back and knock out an old Fernando Angulo. Motherfucker was on. He was a senior citizen. He was getting AARP, whatever you want to call it. Then he robbed Lara. I'd say Lara's a B plus fighter because he separated himself from Trout. Then he fought an old James Kirkland. The rumor is that he couldn't have his trainer in the ring with him. And Wolf. All right. Miguel Cotto, old man, didn't stop him. That was another fight closer than 118, 117, 11. Come on. Amir Khan, okay, he knocked out a career 140-pounder. Liam Smith, okay, he knocked him out. And you want to think about Liam Smith, bro? You want to, hold on, can we see the WBO? Think about the Super WBO. I want to let y'all know something, bro. I want to let y'all know something that he ducked Demetrius Andrade, bro. These are the facts, right? Demetrius Andrade held the WBO in 13 and 14. He was inactive, right? So what happened with Demetrius Andrade was they offered him a super champion status to move up and fight Matt Korobov because Peter Quillin dropped his belt. So he was offered to fight Matt Korobov before Peter Quillin was. He said it wasn't enough money. And at least stepped in for short money, became a 2-division champion. So we want to know what kind of Demetrius Andrade, daddy, him yelling, bad businessman. You could have been a WBO champion back in fucking 2013, 14, whatever it was. So that's kind of really don't feel bad for him. And I'm not really pressing for him to fight Canelo because bad businesses. But he was stripped. After the Brian Rose fight, he was stripped for inactivity, right? He didn't have a fight between 14 and 15. That's what the champions list say, right? He didn't fight from, July of 14 all the way. He didn't fight all the way to 10, 15 when Liam Smith and Liam Williams fought for the belt. Or excuse me, Liam Smith, hold on. Okay. Oh, this is when they became champion. I don't know. Hold on. Oh, I gotta check Liam Smith box record out. Excuse me. So I guess he never fought Liam Williams. He fought Liam Williams after Canelo. Oh, my bad, y'all. But okay. For the belt, he fought John Thompson for the belt. Excuse me. I thought he fought Liam Williams for it, but he fought John Thompson for the vacant belt, right? And then he goes on to fight Jimmy Kelly. This motherfucker he won a vacant champion versus nobody. Long story short. Then Canelo comes down to fight for the belt from 55. When Demetrius Andrade was at the belt, and when Lara fought him, he didn't want to fight Lara belt for 55. At 55. So he let Lara keep the belt, excuse me. Alright? He let Lara keep that belt. And then, when Demetrius Andrade dropped the belt, he comes down and fight Liam Williams. It's facts. And when Liam Mills won the belt, he fought twice in 15. He defended the belt twice. And then he fought Canelo. So when Demetrius Andrade had the 54-pound belt, he was hiding at 154 pounds. And what I'm trying to say about his resume is that, come on, when he fights B-plus fighters, he struggles. Austin Trout, B-plus and up, B and up. Trout, Mayweather, Lara. Come on. Miguel Cotto was an old man, whatever you want to say he was. Come on, he struggled versus Golovkin twice, right? Come on, then we want to say after questionable victories in a lot of people's opinion over Golovkin that he improved. Come on, think about it. Is Rocky Fielding a D fighter? Danny Jacobs really a C fighter? Kovalev was Dre. He was already knocked out. If you want to say, if you don't want to say whatever you want to say, and he was on a short turnaround. He was a C fighter, C plus fighter out there. Callum Smith is an F fighter. He won a belt versus a nigga with one arm. Ivan Uterman, F minus minus minus. Okay, Billy Joe Saunders is a good C plus maybe. So why are we talking about he's pound for pound, right? He's pound for pound since the Golovkin fiasco, right? When you talking about B plus up, Golovkin, Lara, Mayweather, Trout. That's the only thing. And you want to say Miguel Vasquez, he had a great, went on to have a good career, which is a product of a lot of bullshit. But think about it. Trout didn't knock him out, had a struggle. Lara didn't knock him out, struggled. Lara really lost that fight, right? Excuse me, Trout, Mayweather, Lara. Come on. Golovkin, questionable. Say what you want to say. Come on. Come on. It's always an asterisk by his big fights. And then he was taking that shit. Asterisk Golovkin. And then he goes up and knocks out Sergey Kovalev, but couldn't knock out Chavez. Andrade Chavez, come on, man. You talking about this nigga number one? Errol Spence had Sean Porter, was a tough fight, but he knocked him down and he clipped him, he won. Where's Canelo Alvarez having him dominating somebody? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. If Crawford fought a Fielding, a Jacobs, a Kovalev, a Callum Smith, at those terms, Evan Uterman and Billy Joe, you niggas be complaining. You already complaining. Come on, every weight this motherfucker done fought at, he done struggled. He couldn't even knock out old ass Shane Mosley. There's no performance where Crawford is losing every round. There's no performance where Errol Spence is losing every round. You want to joke about it? There's no performance that Sean Porter losing every round. It doesn't exist. Every time he step up to a B fighter, it's trouble. Southpaw, Orthodox, every time he step up to a B fight, he need a gift. Let's be realistic. We give him the Trout fight, right? He lost to Mayweather. He should have lost to Lara. He should have lost to Golovkin the first time, right? Come on, bruh. Come on, man. He should have lost to Miguel Vasquez on that split decision, I guarantee you. Come on, dog. This motherfucker should be what? He should have four fucking losses, 3 losses, a minimum. You know, we want to talk about guys like Terrence Crawford. Crawford, when he fight them, look, Crawford, when he fought those B fighters, when he fought B fighters, he stopped them. Y'all want to joke about his resume? Joke about it, right? Because he stopped Kell Brook faster than Golovkin and Errol Spence, right? Victor Oladipo, Victor Poso, he dominated him. A lot of people say he was going to lose that fight. Jurgis Gamboa, he dominated. A lot of people say he was going to lose that fight. Jeff Horn, a lot of people say, I don't know. He beat him. And when you put him in there, with the Jose Benavidez, Amir Khan, Kavalax, Kell Brook, he stops him. This brother is working on, think about it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 straight stoppages. 8 straight stoppages versus world level. Felix Diaz beat Lamont Peterson, the guy robbed. And he ended, no, somebody else either, Sammy Vasquez. 8 straight stoppages, bro. 8 straight, he separated himself. When nobody wanted to fight Gamboa, he fought him. He separated himself. Come on, man. And he don't have the judges, the promoter behind him like Canelo did. There's separation. That's why Crawford is, to me, is pound for pound better. And people thought, why this motherfucker struggled about. How old is Nonito Donaire? Let me not get ignorant. Let me not get in. I don't go pay with what the white folks say in boxing. I don't go by it. I'm grown. I understand what they trying to push. Nonito Donaire is 38 years old. He was 36 when he fought him. How can you say a guy, and I love Inouye, but his ass dropped down my list. How can you say a guy Inouye is pound for pound this motherfucker struggled versus a 36-year-old Nonito Donaire? Hold on, let's see when his birthday is. Let me see. November 26th. So he struggled versus a dude about to turn in about 20 days, 19 days. He about to turn 21. I mean 35. He 35. He struggled versus old Donaire. People thought Donaire was done. One of my favorite fighters in the era, all time. I say. People thought he was done versus Nicholas Walters in 2014. He lost to Jesse Maglodon in 16. He lost to Crawford in 2018. He beat Ron Burnett. I was there. That was the day. I read the months wrong. I'm sorry. I know. So it was more. Hold on. That's the day that AB was fighting Jesse Vargas. I was in my hotel room watching the Burnett fight. He hurt his back. Come on, man. You talking about this dude a new UI is pound for pound better than. Ooh, he beat. He never got Chocolito. He beat old ass Jorge Arce, whatever you call it. Come on, man. I'm telling you, white folks try to do something, do anything to put over. I mean, you can just tell they racist. Carbon gay anyway. Sweet ass, sweet cheeks. Come on, man. Who was a new UI beat to be pound for pound? Boy, stop. Boy, stop. Boy, stop. Come on, man. Motherfucker beating up grandpas. He like number 5 or 6 on my list. He beating up grandpas. It's Terrence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez, Earl Spence. Who else you got out there? Hold on. Earl Spence. I put Jamel Charlo up there. That's 4. Then I put a New York in there. That's 5. I'm just slinging. I'm just slinging. I might miss somebody. So then my 5. And if I had to go 6, Estrada dropped off because that nigga really lost. Then I probably would go. Better be at. Look at. Hold on, let me pull up the ring list. Let me pull up the ring list. You pull up the ring. Okay, I don't want to forget nobody. Hold on. Usyk heavyweight, you don't rank on. Lomachenko not on my list. So look, this is how I go. I go Terrence Crawford, Canelo, Errol Spence, Jamel Charlo 4, New UI 5. 6, that's a good one. They got motherfuckers up here who shouldn't even be up there. 6 is tough. 6 is tough. That's tough, man. That's tough. Oh, I put T.O. at 6. I put Taylor Ramirez winner at 6. I put Taylor at 6. Put Teofimo Lopez at 7. All right. I put at 7. I put Estrada at 10. 8 and 9. Man, that's a good one. Oscar Valdez got to beat her at 8. I forgot about him. I apologize. He had a big fight. He had 8. Two division champion. I was just thinking about somebody, bro. That's tough. And you know what? I put Nevadas in there, right? I put Casimiro there at 9. I like that kid. He can punch. So that's me, man. The motherfucking ring got Alexander Usyk. He's a fucking heavyweight. Why is he at there? Dumbass. Whoever wrote this list, dumb. I don't know who the fuck this Okaka Japan dude is. I don't really fucking never. I think I seen him before. I don't really care. Lomachenko not on the list. Like I said before, how's the New York on the list? He's struggling with 50-year-old fucking fighters. Come on, man. Like I said before, man. Canelo is not pound for pound. Nobody who ever been pound for pound in history that I can remember will consider pound for pound. Lost every round. Come on, Madonna did better than him, right? And nobody had more close fights versus above B fight. Canelo ain't shit. Bye. Peace.